Hey fam, hope everything is well with you. Anyway, Hock here, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I hope this channel can give you insights and perspectives to different aspects of fitness, nutrition, and how life is all that and more. Okay, so on to your question of the day. So, is it bad to eat carbs at night for dinner or even for supper, even if it's within your daily caloric intake? Okay, so really important question because this revolves around the idea that carbs are basically bad. Okay, so if you can tell from the way I talk, you already probably should know that carbs are not bad. But anyway, before we get to the answer for that, let me just quickly explain what calories are and what is the daily caloric allowance, okay, based off the question that was asked. So calories is nothing but energy, all right? So basically it's energy in the form in foods, all right? Whatever you consume is going to give you some, it's going to have some calories, all right? Basically it's going to provide you with some energy. Okay, so calories is nothing but energy, and one thing that you may or may not know and I want you to know is this. So if you've studied any form of physics, you probably are aware of this famous phrase, right? No energy is destroyed, meaning that whatever energy goes into a system, the same amount of energy is going to come out in whatever new forms or even in the same form. So no energy is really created or destroyed, right? Some amount of energy goes in, the same amount of energy has to go somewhere. Okay, so in the case of our body, it's probably not that straightforward, right? Because the amount of energy or calories that you intake doesn't necessarily translate to, energy in the form of being used by our muscles and stuff like that. It's gonna have so many different processes in our body, that's kind of related to metabolism, which we will not touch on today. But anyway, you got to know that whatever energy goes into our body based on consumption, one form or another, is going to come out or be used in some form or another. Okay, so the idea of the daily caloric allowance, okay, same thing here. This term is used by the person who asked the question, so I'm not a fan of using caloric allowance because that sounds like you're only given a certain amount of calories, which is not true, right? But the term daily caloric allowance really just means that, I'm probably gonna guess, is that you probably calculated the amount of calories that you should be having, all right, for whatever goals you have. So the caloric allowance that you have is that amount, and of course the daily just means that you are probably giving yourself this amount of calories to hit day to day. Okay, so I hope that was clear what calories is and basically what the term daily caloric allowance actually mean. Okay, so let's talk about whether it's bad to eat carbs for dinner even if you are within this caloric goal that you set for yourself. Okay, so I like to use that term, caloric goal. All right, psychology is really important, so choose your words wisely. Anyway, is it bad? So firstly, like I said, you probably already know, carbs are not bad. Okay, the reason why carbs are always demonized and stuff like that is because probably a few reasons, but firstly, it's really easy to have a ton of carbs and exceed your calories, which is why when people don't pay attention to carbs, they generally exceed their calories and they put on weight. So it's not a direct correlation, but there is that kind of a relationship. Okay, the second reason for why carbs is kind of demonized is because carbs do, when you have carbs in your body actually holds a bit more water, which is not bad. Okay, for those of you who are thinking, oh shit, I'm gaining weight, oh shit, carbs make me hold water, my weight is gonna go up. Okay, it's not bad. By the way, you want to have water in your body so that you can actually survive more optimally. Okay, so yes, carbs do hold a bit of water, and maybe it's gonna cause you to put on a bit of weight, but this is just mainly water weight. It's not so much fat weight. You can be lean, okay, and hold on a bit of more water weight, and you still look, lean. All right. So these are two reasons why carbs are demonized, and which is why I also want to say that carbs are not bad. All right, for the exact same reasons why the way these carbs are demonized is not true. Okay, so moving on to properly answering the question on whether carbs are bad to eat at night. So the reason why I want to talk about why carbs are demonized as well as why it's actually not bad is this. Firstly, you have to know that carbs are not bad in order for you to be convinced that, or even be led to the logic that carbs at any time of the day is not going to be good or bad. Okay, so that's really important, right? Once you know that carbs are not bad, what follows then is that you will also understand or better appreciate the fact that carbs at any time of the day is not good or bad, right? At the end of the day, you have to be intentional with how you're consuming carbs. So just to be specific to this question, because there are a lot more ways that this can branch out, we'll probably answer that in other videos, other Q&As, but for this particular question where you're asking, if you're within the daily caloric allowance or the daily caloric goal you've set for yourself, is it okay for you to actually have your carbs at night? Okay, or rather the question was whether it's bad. So it's definitely okay for you to have carbs. Assuming you are trying to go for weight loss or fat loss, okay, you can definitely still be able to progress even if your carbs is super late at night, just before you sleep and all that stuff. Alright, it could be dinner, it could be supper, or for some of you who are doing shift work, maybe you're sleeping even in the day. It's totally fine for you to just have carbs before you sleep as well, right? As long as you're within your caloric goals, and assuming your caloric goals is accurate. All right, so that's really important. I think a lot of people think that caloric goal is what you're supposed to be going for, but then because you don't lose weight, and then you start to realize or start to think that this doesn't work, it's probably just because you're probably not in a correct caloric goal that you should be aiming for. All right, so make sure you adjust that. But anyway, assuming that the caloric goals is accurate, you can definitely have carbs any time of the day, even before you sleep, and you'll still be able to see progress. Okay, there are definitely reasons as to why you want to take carbs, maybe earlier in the day or later at night and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into that full video, alright, that full-blown video or Q&A in this video. If you want me to cover that, let me know in the comments below. Alright, do you want me to share with you what's a good time for you to take carbs? Alright, or if that's even important. Alright, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. It's definitely not bad to have carbs at night. You feel free to do so. I would definitely recommend that, whatever works better for you in terms of the long run, go for that. Okay, at the end of the day, we can say so many different ideal situations or scenarios or answers to your particular, issue or problem or struggle. But the most important thing is finding something that you can be really consistent with for a very long time. And probably want to change your mindset on the whole allowance term. Okay, so anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I hope this gives you a peace of mind and puts your heart at rest for the carbs that you have at night. Alright, don't feel guilty, don't feel bad. As long as you're intentional about it, everything is good. Okay, let me know, like I said, if you want me to cover about carbs timing, alright, whether it's even important, in the comments below. And as usual, stay safe, stay happy, always strive for happiness. Alright, if it takes time for you to focus on yourself, do that. Okay, sometimes some people focus too much on others, some people focus too much on themselves, but whatever, at the end of the day, you want to choose and decide for yourself what makes you happy. Is probably going to be a good balance of serving others as well as helping yourself. And remember, if you liked videos like this, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that the next video comes to you notified. Alright, Hock here. Peace!